I'm back. Okay, I read some instructions. Also, guess what? The instructions are on the back. Okay, so first I've got my Baked Balanced Brighten Foundation. I bought it in light because I'm fairly light, and I'm just gonna like lightly brush it over. Of course, I've got like stuff on the bottom here. So it did want me to use a primer. That's the one thing I forgot to buy was a primer. That primer on me. But I did have some primer left over from Younique, and I really like their primer, so I just used that. I'm like, it'll work. Already I'm impressed with the coverage, honestly, and it's buildable, so you can choose to have it lighter or darker, whatever you decide. And then of course I'm gonna get in there in my eyes. So I've only done like this side of the face right now just to show you the difference. I feel like it calms down my like really red and patchiness that I have from fibromyalgia. Now we're gonna do this one. I'm definitely glad I chose light. I think if I would have done any darker, it would have been way too dark. I am half native, so that's kind of fun for you guys to know. Fun fact, half native. And so I do have that natural, kind of like a glow, like a tan glow because of that being half there. And the other half, fun fact, is I'm Spanish. So kind of fun. All right. I feel like that is darn pretty good. You know, you can put a little bit more on the areas you feel like you're needing. But you know what? Overall, and they look more like freckles now than they do insanity. So that's a plus. That's a plus. Okay. I've got the primer done. I did the foundation. Now we're, oh no, we're not opening that up yet. I'm trying to go into an order here. Okay, this is the squeeze a small amount, and it says squeeze and smooth a small amount directly over fine lines with the metal applicator and then pat in with your finger. So this, a lot of people use under their, ooh, look at that little bougie. It's nice and like cold. It's like fancy. Okay, so this is the line smoother, but a lot of people, they say they just use it under their, let me see if I can get any out. There we go. Also, it kind of comes out almost like a clay, I guess you could say. Kind of an interesting concept. And it said just to kind of pat it in. Okay, we're patting. Looking at it, I don't feel like that made a great deal of difference. I mean, I don't really have tons of lines right there. I guess I could use it more for on my forehead. Okay. I should do the same thing, kind of pat it in there. Okay. Not 100% sure about that one yet. We will see. Time will tell with that. But this is the one I'm excited about. So this is the concealer that you're supposed to put under your eyes. Excuse me, after you put that on. So let's check it out, shall we? I've got a mirror next to me, so I'm totally looking at another mirror too. Okay, and then you just leave it like that all day. No. Would I do that? Yeah, you know, you never know, really. Okay, and then I'm just gonna use, I don't know. I use, vitamins have gone down. Okay, this is my brush from Younique before. It's a liquid foundation brush, but I always really liked it to get up under the eyes like that. Kind of, I don't think I needed near as much as I got, but that's good to know. A little bit down here. Okay. One thing I don't have to worry about today, which is going to be extremely awesome, is my eyelashes. Pretty happy about that. I'm just going to press it in, and then I'm going to kind of stroke that in there. Put a little bit more on my cheeks. You can put it on like the side of your nose if you want, if you're going for like more of a slimmer nose look. You know, when you put way too much under your eyes, just stick it on your nose. Okay. I think that looks good, but it's still not covering up my eyes like I wanted. I'm like, got such sleepy eyes. So I'm not sure. Not 100% sure on that one. Okay, we're now gonna go to our fabulous little kit here. So again, it's the Tuscan Dreams kit. I'm gonna pull out the little, it's like this little plastic piece you pull out, and then there it is, all the beauty. Okay, it says to start with, it's kind of all over. So it says apply a light matte shade all over your lid as a base. Okay, we're gonna do that first. So got my new little cute brush. Okay, so what did it say? The lightest? All right, all over. So I'm doing Perla, P-E-R-L-A. And let's see what that looks like. Ooh, that is pretty. Oh, and this is supposed to like not crease in your wrinkles and stuff. It's supposed to stay more on the top. And you know what? It totally looks like it's doing that. Okay, do this one. Oh, I think that looks nice. I like that. Okay, and then it says crease. So for the crease, just like right there in the middle, blend a deeper shade in your crease for more definition. Ooh, I'm feeling like some more definition. Well, wait, let's see what the last one is. Hold on. Enhance, just a light shade of shimmer. Okay, so we're gonna do a darker shade. I'm gonna do Saba, S-A-B-B-I-A. Probably not pronouncing that right. Let's see here. If I can get it in that crease right there. Ooh, that's pretty. This color, you barely put any on your brush, and it like goes on really well. Ooh, okay. Then it says enhance, dust a light shimmer shade above your eyebrow bone and in the corner, in the inner corner. So there's like a cute like pink color. It's called Alba. I'm gonna just dust off my brush here. Okay, it said along the top. Okay, and then in the corners. Kind of smooth that in a little bit. Get it in the corners. Well, I think that turned out very pretty. I do like the eye makeup. I do. Okay, did that. It says, or you can mix and match any shades to create an endless look for you. All right, next we're gonna go to the cheeks. Highlighter, dust across the top of the cheekbones down to the bridge of the nose. Oh, and down the bridge of the nose for on the Cupid's bow. Okay, let me look at this again. So the highlighter is right here and on the nose. Okay, highlighter. Highlighter is the middle. The middle is highlighter. You're welcome for that. I'm using the other end of the brush for that. Okay. It's called French Vanilla. So you brush it down here. Why am I feeling like this is looking a little cakey? I don't want it to look cakey. Okay. And then down the bridge of your nose. A little Cupid's nose. Okay. All right, did that. I think the only thing that's making it look cakey is that press stuff I did underneath my eyes that I don't think I'm a big fan of. Okay, got that done. Apply to apples of cheeks for a fresh pop of color. That's going to be the blush. Let me see, what do I go out for that? Blush, blush, blush. Okay, this one I guess will be my blush. All right, so it just says apples of cheeks. This one is called Starfish Island. My eyes are starting to water. Okay. And just apples. I usually just smile when I'm doing my apples of my cheeks. Cute. Okay. And then we'll pull this down and put that in there. All right, cool. My lashes are kind of getting there. Okay. Now it says bronzer. Sweep all over to warm your complexion or contour along the temples, jawlines. Okay. I've never been great at doing this, so this is going to be a fun one. Let's see, what brush do I want to use? It's like I need 50 more brushes, I feel like. Okay, contour. So we're going to grab the little bit of the contour here, and we're just going to put it right here. A little bit right here. A bit at the temples. A little bit of the jawline. All right. And then I have done my makeup for the day. What do you guys think? Give me some feedback. What do you guys think? Do you think it turned out as good as you were hoping, as good as it should have, or do you think it wasn't worth it? Let me know what you think.